Welcome everyone, Dr. Mandell here. I want to go over something very important because of the fact that forward head posture is a major epidemic worldwide. Spending so much of our time looking down like this on the computer, looking down, reading, writing, texting, we start developing this kyphosis in the lower neck, upper thoracic spine. So here is a great exercise that you can be doing any place, anytime, anywhere, because of the fact you don't need any type of equipment. But this is something where we need to retrain these particular muscles because the flexors are just kicking away, okay? These flexors in front are really pushing the spine forward, making that condition worse. So we're gonna actually work these erector muscles to put it into extension this way. We wanna extend that hump out of there, otherwise you're going to continue to get degeneration of the discs, herniations, as well as pinched nerves, which is going to give you lots of problems in the future. So very simple, we're just gonna get into a comfortable position against the wall. And instead of putting your feet back against the wall, you can put your feet out in front of you, maybe about 1.5 feet. And instead of us just leaning straight back, I want you to squat just a little bit, putting the hips into a little bit of flexion. Not a lot. I don't want you squatting like this. But I don't want you straight up against the wall like this. I just want maybe a foot out in front of you and just a little bit of flexion in the hips like this. And what I want you to do, I want you to put your hands forward. Very important. If you keep your hands back or the front of your hands are forward, it's rounding the shoulders. It's going to make the kyphosis worse. But just opening up the hands this way, you'll notice that your shoulders come back. And by doing that, your kyphosis automatically gets better. But I want you to practice this exercise with your hands in a forward position because you're going to get a lot more benefit from it. So what we're going to do, as we're flexed from the hips and as our hip flexors are kicking in a little bit, you'll notice the lower back will not have as much curve in there. So it's going to be a little more flatter. That's how we want it. We want that flatness in the lower back up against the wall. So the flatness in the lower back and the lumbar spine is against the wall, the mid-back's against the wall, and I want you to bring the back of your head against the wall. I don't want you to extend it back like this. If you are forward head, too much, a lot of forward head posture, you're really kyphotic, you're going to do your best, but I want you not to bring your head back because over time your head will get closer to that wall as you practice this technique. So remember, slightly flexing the hips, the lordosis curve has been taken out, more of a flatter back right now. The back, mid-back up against the wall, and I want your chin level with the ground, and I just want you to tuck your chin back the best you can, like you're doing a chin tuck. And you're going to stay in this position with your hands facing forward. And you'll stay in this position just for several minutes. That's it. And you'll just walk up to the wall. Okay, hello wall. I want to go ahead and practice my exercises. A foot out in front of you. You're going to flex a little bit in the hips, lower back against the wall, mid-back, and our chin level right back like this with our hands open like that. Just get used to being in this position. As you start getting more advanced in this particular technique, and as you start making more progress, you can take a rolled up paper towel here and you can take more paper off, make it a little bit smaller, but as you want to get faster results, you can get a little more dense in here on the paper towel, but have more paper on there. Otherwise, you could take a little towel, you can take a rolled up pillow, whatever you want to do to be creative, it's fine. But what I'll do here is just put this in my mid-back area, behind my mid-back area. And obviously, as I lean back against it, the paper towel is going to give a little bit. It's going to bend because it is a paper towel. And I'll do the same thing. I'll put my back as close as I can with my buttocks against my back, and I'll try to bring those shoulders back. And what this will do with my hands opened up is I'll feel more of a stretch. Now, obviously, I can't put everything up against the wall as compared to this not being there. But by having this behind you, and as you bring everything back, you're going to feel more stretching in those erector muscles. So what you're doing here is you're just increasing mobility, but for just starting this exercise, don't worry about this. This is not the important part. The important part is utilizing the spine as it is because of the fact that you do not need to use the paper towel or anything if you have a kyphosis. Now, by looking at this particular video, and let's say you don't have a bad kyphosis, and you want to start putting something behind your back to increase extension, that may feel real good, and I'll leave that strictly up to you. I hope this video is helpful for you. I hope it makes a big change. Remember, do this as often as you like. Keep those hands forward because that will actually put retraction and take out that pronation, that rounded shoulders. Check me out on Facebook, Motivational Doc. I appreciate any reviews that you leave over there, as well as leave your comments below. But most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.